What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Murphy Lawn Care Channel, all you beautiful people on YouTube. We got a rainy day here in North Carolina. It actually feels like, starting to rain again. As you can see, it's really damp. So we're taking the day off, and we are servicing our equipment, taking everything down. Hopefully by the end of the day, everything has some new blades on it. I got the blades right there in that mess. Don't judge me. I need to clean the building out pretty bad. So one of these pieces of equipment, though, probably this week or next week, we're going to be making a serious decision about. And one of these pieces of equipment got a major upgrade, and I'm super happy with that. There will be videos about that in the near future. We're going to be dropping videos pretty quick here coming soon. Anyway, the video today is not about any of that. The video today is about when you should cut a customer loose and some warning signs to look for from customers or potential customers. So anyway, there's a couple times that you should let a customer go, and I know this is an extremely hard thing to do, especially if you've had a hard time growing your business. When you're in a situation where you don't have a lot of customers and you're really not getting a lot of calls, let's be honest, we will put up with things that we probably wouldn't put up with if we were, sitting with plenty of customers, doing great. We would be like, man, can't wait to let this person go. And there's probably a lawn care business out there that's like, man, I can't wait till I get enough customers where I can let this person go. If you're like that, I feel for you, but this video is going to help you. So one of the reasons that would cause me to let a customer go, and thankfully I've never had this and I don't have this, but is a nitpicky customer. Now, what do I mean by that? A customer that calls you back every single time you mow, finds something wrong with everything. They will walk their entire acre of land or property that you just mowed to find that one blade of grass that's like a quarter-inch longer than any other blade of grass. It does happen. It's very rare that we leave a straggler like that, but it does happen. And, they would be I need this. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come back and remow this. You may laugh. They're out there. I promise you. I promise you. Anyway, for me, someone like that, I wouldn't immediately let someone like that go. It would definitely be like a red flag. Look out for it. But, about the third complaint in a row would be for me, because if I've got 3 in a row, that lets me know that I'm going to get one every week. This is going to be a repetitive thing, unless they get tired of complaining, and I don't think people like that ever do. They really don't. They love it. It's their hobby. So anyway, that would be one thing that would cause me to let a customer go pretty quickly. Like I say, about 3 weeks. Unless it's like a sweet little old lady. No, it'd still be probably 3 weeks. I'm sorry, sweet little old lady. You're getting fired in 3 weeks. Another thing, now I have this issue, and I have battled this issue a lot, and I know a lot of you probably have. So we send out electronic invoicing at the end of every day that we mow. And we're actually switching to monthly invoicing next week, but I'm only doing that with customers that pay on time. Last thing you want to do is a month of work, and then that pain in the butt customer not pay you. And they're out there. I promise you. They're out there. So what gets me is the customer that after doing that, now you can come home and if your yard is mowed, the routine of your lawn guy, the person that I'm having issues with now, I have had for like 8 months. It didn't start off this way, but it has got this way now. It's been this way probably since, I'm going to say, November. Every time I send an invoice, I got to message them and let them know I sent them an invoice. It'll sit for like 3 or 4 days. Hey, man, I just want to make sure you got the invoice. I know they did, but I got to remind them. Oh, yeah, I'll pay it shortly. And then sometimes it'll get paid. Sometimes I got to remind them again. Recently, their card got declined for invalid information. I'm not going to go over any of that. That to me, I'm not going to necessarily say it's a red flag. People make mistakes. But I messaged them about it. Hey, your card didn't go through. Ain't got nothing on it. We're probably done with that customer. I'm not reminding somebody every single time I send an invoice. I service almost 30 customers and 2 commercial accounts. I am busy. That may not sound like a lot to some people, and some people it may not be. As a solo operator, I'm pretty busy. I don't have time to deal with all that, and we're still growing the company. So if I have to remind people after a certain period of time to pay the invoice, what I generally do is I let them know, hey man, I'm just reaching out to you. every time I send an invoice, I have to remind you. I have to kind of follow up with you. I just want to reach out and, let you know that if this continues, I am going to have to I'm no longer going to be servicing your property. I'm going to have you find someone else because we're not going to be able to do it. I'm too busy to be able to deal with this. I really appreciate your you being a customer and your support, but unfortunately, it's just to the point that it's causing me to work harder than I should have to. That might not be the exact message that I would send out to them or email or whatever, but I would send something like that just to kind of let them know, hey, look, man, we're kind of on the edge of cutting ties with you. And it does happen. Now, there's a couple other reasons that I would let a customer go. It could be just it's a really, really, really hard property to get into. Maybe they got a gate that I have to get through with my mowers, and I'm constantly having to go get somebody it's always blocked or it's always locked or whatever. When a property becomes more of a hassle than it does, able to make profit off of, I'm out. My job, I want to pull up, drop my mowers, get my job done, make your yard look absolutely awesome, make your neighbors jealous, and then I want to roll out. I don't need to be adding extra work. Now, if I got to every now and then, that's fine. When stuff starts becoming repetitive for me, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not dealing with it. And I'm going to be honest, like I said, it's hard to let customers go because, that's income, that's money. And, in our line of work, that phone may ring every day for a week, and then the next month it might not ring at all. You never know. We're praying the good Lord every day sends us work. So that is a thing. Couple red flags that you need to look out for and to kind of keep you away from customers like this. And the one that I absolutely love is when you go out and give them a quote, let's say it's a $60 property and you come out, let's say you come back at $55. They're like, well, my guy did it for $35. Well, where's your guy at? Where's he at, man? Did he go broke? That's probably why he ain't here no more. We went broke. I mean, I'm not your guy. I'm at 55. If you want to call him back, you can. Stand your ground. I'm going to tell you this. I'd probably say 75% of the time, there's no guy. There's no, my guy would do this or this guy said that. If especially like, well, so-and-so quoted me this. So-and-so didn't quote him that or he would have went with it. There's no way that so-and-so quoted him that. Now that you're here, if you agree with it, he'll go with you. That guy never existed. They're just trying to they're trying to hire you on the cheap. They're just trying to get you to kind of hoodoo yourself. Don't do that. This is your business. This is your business. Run your business. Don't let them run your business. Anyway, another red flag, or not necessarily red flag, something that you also need to look for is if you have a property, fescue grass around here is bad for that. They'll want it cut bi-weekly. You really can't cut fescue bi-weekly. Not around here. And some properties you can. I have a couple properties that absolutely within 2 weeks grow to the point that I got to make 4 or 5 passes on the lawn to get rid of all the thatch. Unless I want to bring out the grass catcher, and I charge extra for that, and most people aren't willing to pay extra for that. So what we do is we pretty much, we'll do one cut, and then we'll do a bi-weekly cut. We'll see how it goes. And then we'll let the customer know, hey, I think it's better that we go weekly, and if they don't want to do it, a lot of times I won't continue to do it because it's not going to leave a good clean cut. It's not going to look the way that I want it to. And when you leave, it has your name on it. I'm not going to mess up what I would consider my quality if you're not going to let me cut it the way that I want it to. And I'm not making 10 passes to make it look good. Gas is expensive, and I'm not putting hours on my mower. I'm not running excess gas that I need to. I'm just not doing it. Now, I will be honest with you, most properties, especially if I'm striping them, I do a double pass. I do 2 passes on everything, usually. There are some properties that stripe so well I can do a single pass, but they're weekly properties. I maintain them very well. So I don't normally have to double pass them. But once again, you need to know whether a customer needs to be weekly or bi-weekly. And if they're really stuck being bi-weekly, and due to that, I mean, we've had a couple that even bogged the little Bradley because we shove out in the grass is so tall. I'm cutting it at 4.5. and or 4 3/4, and it's just, yeah, 4 1/4. I couldn't remember what it went up to. 4 1/4, and it's still, cutting that much grass off of it. And it's a nightmare, We like to stay around the 1/3 rule. Can't do that all the time, but I don't want to be cutting that much off, especially, grass like that's going to hold moisture. It's going to create big old balls of clump of thatch, and we don't want to do that. That's not our quality. When we leave, we literally want the property that we cut being the best on the block. So look out for those things, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, do really good work, and customers will show up. Don't worry about letting a customer go. Running a business is a big enough headache as it is. Don't let someone make it a bigger headache than it needs to be. I understand that when you do get business, it's really, really, really hard to let go of a customer and they're causing problems. Like, oh, well, they are paying. Yeah, but how much are you willing to put up with? Let's say they're bi-weekly for $55. How much are you really willing to put up with for $110 a month? There's another customer out there that'll hire you. You just got to find them, do great work, and they'll find you. Trust me. The video I posted the other day where I did the checker pattern on the yard, I put flyers out in that neighborhood, and one of the biggest reasons I went to town on that, which, I want to make it look good anyway, but all the customers are going to want to know who done that. I can promise you well, not all, but a lot of neighbors, are going to want to know who done that. And they're going to be, hey, Murphy Lawn Care. And they're going to be, yeah, I got a flyer in the mailbox, or the little newspaper thing from him. There you go. Although I'm really not looking to bite off any new customers right now. We're pretty slam. Anyways, though, that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I drug it out a little bit. Didn't mean to. Now I got to get all this stuff done with the mowers. Anyways, we will catch you next time on the Murphy Lawn Care channel. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. There's also a button down there that says subscribe. I have no idea where it is, but you do because you're the one watching it, not me. Anyways, we'll catch you next time on the Murphy Lawn Care channel.